Commander Kitty, do you ever look up at the sky and feel, I don't know, kind of small? Well, you know, because the sky is so huge.
Yes, Cosmo, I sometimes do feel small, but mostly because I'm 12 pounds of fur and nails.
No, I mean really small. Like, even though I'm a full-grown hound dog, I know that I'm just a tiny part of our big, beautiful planet. And I know that our planet Earth is just one of 9 planets in our solar system.
Cosmo, before we tell the boys and girls what our adventure will be today, we need to introduce ourselves.
Oh, of course. Boys and girls, I'm Captain Cosmo. Greetings.
And I'm Commander Kitty, but you can call me Kitty. Meow. Today, boys and girls, we will visit all of the perfectly precious planets in our solar system.
Righto, Commander Kitty. I will be sending back pictures of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and of course, Pluto, which was named after a very famous movie star dog.
Cosmo, Pluto was not named for a movie star dog. Sorry. Now, why don't you head out to your rocket so we can begin our mission telling the boys and girls all about the planets in our solar system?
I'm heading off right now, Commander Kitty.
There he goes. He just loves to explore space in that rocket ship of his. Well, while he lifts off, I'll just relax here on mission control and make sure my fur is clean. Oh, and by the way, while we are on this perfectly excellent adventure today, you will have a chance to answer some questions. In fact, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to ask you 2 questions about our solar system. So listen carefully so you will be able to answer those questions.
Come in, Commander Kitty. Come in. While I'm cruising through space on my way to Mercury, I'll explain the whole solar system thing.
Cosmo, our solar system does so remind me of my precious family. My mother and the 9 of us kittens.
Focus, Commander Kitty. This is not about your family. Boys and girls, I will be taking you to each beautiful planet today. But first, let's talk a little bit about the boss of the solar system, the sun. The sun is the only star of our solar system. I mean, it's actually a star, like the ones we see twinkle in the night, except that the sun is very close to our planet Earth, so it looks bigger and brighter than all the other stars.
Oh, Cosmo, tell the boys and girls how the sun and the solar system were born. It's one of my favorite stories. Mama used to read it to us.
I'd love to. Once upon a time, billions and billions of years ago, there was a giant cloud of gas and dust in space. Scientists believe that the cloud started spinning around and around, going faster and faster. It got very hot. In fact, it got so hot that it began to shine. That newborn baby star, which we named Sun, was huge. Because the baby sun was so huge, it pulled in all the rocks floating around it in space. Those rocks stuck together and formed into the inner planets of our solar system, the rocky ones: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Then, the leftover gases became the outer planets of our solar system: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and last but not least, there was Pluto. And bingo, bango, our solar system was born. One handsome sun and 9 beautiful planets.
Cosmo, don't start that bingo bango thing.
May I continue? So, the solar system was born, and all those baby planets began orbiting around that baby sun. And around they went. And after billions and billions of years, they are still going around and around the sun. The inner planets go fast, and the outer planets go slow. But they always go in the same direction.
I get dizzy just thinking about it. I may need to lie down.
Right, that is a lot of going around and around. And each planet has its own orbit or path around the sun. Kinda like a racetrack that has no finish line.
And the planets in the sun live happily ever after. The end.
Not so fast. We still need to tell the boys and girls about the planets because each planet is different and special.
Oh, of course, the planets remind me of my brothers and sisters, each special and different, with Mama as a sun for them to revolve around, of course.
Focus, Commander Kitty.
Oh, fine. Well, let's stop there so the boys and girls can answer our first two questions. Cosmo, do try to be helpful. Number 1. What perfectly precious family does the solar system remind Commander Kitty of?
Commander Kitty, that's not one of the questions for the boys and girls.
Oh, all right. Number 1. What is our solar system? Our solar system is A, just the sun, or B, our solar system is the sun and the 9 planets. Did you say B? You are perfectly correct. Our solar system is the sun and the 9 planets. Now for question number 2. What do the 9 planets orbit around? The 9 planets orbit around A, the moon, or B, the 9 planets orbit around the sun. Did you say B? Well, of course you are correct. The 9 planets orbit around the sun. Perfect. Now, in a few minutes, I will ask you 2 questions about the planets Mercury and Venus, 2 of the 4 inner planets, and the first 2 planets closest to the sun. Listen carefully so you will be able to answer the questions.
Excuse me, Commander Kitty. I hate to interrupt, but the boys and girls have to see this. I'm sending pictures of the first planet from the sun, Mercury. It's one of the rocky inner planets. Mercury is the 2nd smallest planet in our solar system, about the size of our precious moon. But Mercury doesn't have its own moon, and it's covered with craters, just like our moon. Oh, it makes me want to howl just thinking about the moon.
Control yourself, Cosmo. No howling.
Right. The craters on Mercury are from asteroids and other space junk hitting its surface. One thing Mercury sure can be proud of is its speed. It's fast. Mercury moves around the sun faster than any other planet. It only takes 88 Earth days to orbit the sun.
Why, Mercury rather reminds me of my brother Speedy Paws. He could race through the neighborhood faster than any other cat.
Focus, Commander Kitty. Oh, and because Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, it's scorching hot in the daytime, but super cold at night. Like 300 degrees below zero cold. There's not enough fur in the universe to keep this hound dog warm in that kind of weather. And there's no air or water on Mercury. Dogs, cats, and humans will not be living on Mercury.
Well, that's a pity. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, but it's too hot, too cold, it has no air or water. Well, Cosmo, let's move on. Take us to the next inner planet, the beautiful Venus.
I'm already there. Look at her. She's beautiful. Sometimes Venus is called the morning star or the evening star because it shines so brightly in the twilight hours. But don't be fooled by that name. Venus is not a star at all. It's a planet that is covered with thick clouds that move around very fast because of strong winds. And the clouds reflect sunlight, so it looks like a bright star. And that's why we see Venus shine so brightly from Earth. Ah, she sure is pretty. Anyway, Venus is the second planet from the Sun and the Earth's closest planet neighbor. Some people call Venus the Earth's sister, but really they're not alike at all, except that they are almost the same size.
It's good to have a sister that's nearly the same size. Then you can borrow things from one another.
That's ridiculous. Planets don't borrow things. Venus might want to borrow our moon since she doesn't have one of her own. Nope, Venus does not have a moon, just like Mercury doesn't have a moon. Oh, and Venus is a super hot planet, like 900 degrees hot. That's a real scorcher. Why, that's hot enough to melt a big ball of metal like it was a scoop of dog biscuit chip ice cream. And there's something else about Venus. Venus is kind of, stinky.
Cosmo, did you just call the beautiful planet Venus stinky? Why, that reminds me of my brother Catbox. P.U.
Yes, I've met your brother Catbox. Stinky. And, Commander Kitty, you know Venus is stinky because of the clouds that surround it. They make the planet smell like, well, rotten eggs.
Oh, I know Venus is stinky, but maybe I would have called her, I don't know, odor challenged?
Yep, the clouds are made up of an acid that smells bad. P.U. And the clouds are super thick, so thick that telescopes cannot see the actual surface of Venus. But by using radar, scientists have found that under those stinky clouds are canyons, volcanic mountains, and craters. Oh, and Venus has a special spin. It goes very slowly and spins in a different direction than the other planets.
Ugh, Venus just had to be different. She had to spin in a different direction than all the other planets.
Right. It takes 225 Earth days for Venus to go around the Sun. And that's not all. Besides being incredibly hot and stinky, there's no air or water on Venus.
Cosmo, enough about Venus. She's hot, stinky, moonless, has no air or water, has a different spin, and thinks she's so pretty because she shines so brightly in the sky. Well, no one will ever be able to visit there. Boys and girls, let's stop there so you can answer the next two questions. Are you ready? Of course you are. Number 1. Which of the following words describe the planet Mercury? Mercury is A, very hot and very cold, and it orbits the sun faster than all the other planets. Or B, Mercury is very stinky and has its own moon. What did you answer? The correct answer is A. Mercury is very hot and very cold, and it orbits the sun faster than all the other planets. Good job. Now for question number 2. Which of the following words describe the planet Venus? Venus, A, spins very fast and is icy cold, or B, Venus spins in a different direction than the other planets and is very stinky. Did you pick B? Then you are correct. Venus spins in a different direction than the other planets and is very stinky. Perfect job, boys and girls. Now, in a few minutes, I will ask you questions about the next 2 inner planets, Earth and Mars. So listen carefully so you will be able to answer the questions.
Come in, Commander Kitty. I'm approaching the next inner planet. The most beautiful, the perfect, the planet with air, land, and water. Here's Earth.
Wonderful. I do so love the planet Earth, our home in the solar system. Why, of everyone in my family, the planet Earth reminds me of me, because it's just perfect.
You're so modest, Commander Kitty. Well, look at it. The beautiful planet Earth, the 3rd planet from the Sun, a rocky inner planet, and our home in the solar system. Why, it is the perfect place for people, animals, trees, and plants because it's not too close and not too far from the sun, which means it's not too hot and not too cold.
Cosmo, have I told you that the planet Earth reminds me of my precious ball of blue yarn?
Yes, Commander Kitty, you definitely mentioned your precious ball of blue yarn. But you're right. The planet Earth does kind of look like your precious ball of blue yarn. Oh, it looks so blue because all of the water in our oceans, lakes, and rivers. Then, all that brown and green you see is land, where people can work and play. And don't forget about air. Without the air that surrounds Earth, we wouldn't be able to live here.
The planet Earth is a perfect place for all of us to live.
Righto, boys and girls. And a couple more things about our planet Earth. First of all, it takes 365 days, you know that's 1 year, to orbit around the sun. And second of all, while the Earth is orbiting, it's spinning on its axis, its tilted axis.
Yes, the Earth is tilted just so we can have seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Winter is my favorite. I can curl up in a little ball and sleep the day away.
Yes, Commander Kitty, there are many wonderful things about the planet Earth. Oh, and don't forget, we have one precious moon, which I love to at.
Control yourself, Cosmo. We must move along. On to Mars we go, the fourth inner planet.
I howled all the way here, Commander Kitty. The fourth planet from the sun, the beautiful red planet, Mars. Just look at her. Such a nice color red. This may sound funny, but Mars is red because it's rusty. You know, like some toys left out in the rain. Mars is covered with rocks and dirt that contain a lot of iron, and the iron in the rocks and dirt gets rusty.
Yes, Mars rather reminds me of my brother Rusty. Why, his fur is as red as the old rusty planet Mars. Why, when he was little...
Focus, Commander Kitty. Mars has a little ice on its north and south poles and is much colder than Earth. Why, even the warmest summer day on Mars has temperatures below freezing. And it takes Mars a long time to travel around the sun. 687 Earth days. Mars also has lots of craters and volcanoes that don't erupt anymore. Oh, and it has the deepest valleys and the tallest volcano in our solar system. Yep, old rusty Mars is pretty cool. Oh, and I almost forgot. Mars has 2 moons, and they're shaped like potatoes.
Red and rusty planet Mars, with its freezing temperatures and tired old volcanoes, has precious moons that look like potatoes? Yum! A nice baked potato sounds good right now, with a little fishy on top.
Focus, Commander Kitty. We don't have time for you to take a snack break.
Oh, you're right. Well, we must stop there anyway so the boys and girls can answer their questions. Are you ready? Of course you are. Number 1. Which of the following words describe the planet Earth? The Earth, A, takes 365 days to orbit the sun and has air, land, and water. Or B, the Earth is the center of the solar system and has 2 moons. Did you pick A? Then you are perfectly correct. The Earth takes 365 days to orbit the sun and has air, land, and water. And it is the most special planet, of course, because we live there. Now for question number 2. Which of the following words describe the planet Mars? Mars is A, red, rocky, and rusty, or B, Mars is huge, blue, and moonless. Did you say A? Then you are correct. Mars is red, rocky, and rusty. Good job. You learned a lot about the 4 rocky inner planets of our solar system. Now we must move on. There are 5 more perfectly precious planets to talk about. The outer planets, including the 4 gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and the furthest planet from the sun, Pluto. In the next few minutes, I will ask you questions about Jupiter and Saturn. So listen carefully so you will be able to answer the questions.
Yes, boys and girls, the next planet after Mars is Jupiter, the 5th planet from the Sun. It is an outer planet and one of the 4 gas giants. And a giant it is. Just look at it. It's the biggest planet in the solar system. In fact, it's so big that all the other planets could fit inside Jupiter. Why, that's humongous, enormous, monstrous. It's a giant.
Cosmo, control yourself. Although, for heaven's sakes, Jupiter is huge. It reminds me of my rather large brother, Puff Caddy.
Puff Caddy. Right. Jupiter is made up mostly of liquid gases and covered with clouds. Jupiter actually looks kind of pretty because fierce winds blow the clouds of gases around, making bands of colors appear. Oh, and it takes almost 12 Earth years for Jupiter to travel around the Sun.
Yes, yes, Cosmo. Tell the boys and girls about Spot.
Commander Kitty, it's not Spot like some dog's name. It's the Great Red Spot. See it? The Great Red Spot is a big area of gas that keeps swirling and swirling around. In other words, it's a big storm that's been blowing for hundreds of years. The storm, or the Great Red Spot, is so big we could fit 3 of our planet Earths into it. Jupiter has a few small rings of ice and rock floating around it, but what it has a lot of is moons, at least 16 moons. And there may be even more, maybe as many as 28 or more. Why, what would I do if I was on Jupiter and I had that many moons to howl at? I'd be howling constantly.
I suppose you would be. Honestly, dogs and their moons. Well, Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system with the biggest storm and at least 16 moons, but it's still just a giant windbag of gas with no life whatsoever.
Well, boys and girls, let's move on to another outer planet, the gas giant Saturn, the 6th planet from the Sun. And she's a beauty. Just look at those rings.
I love rings, especially diamond rings.
Commander Kitty, Saturn's rings are not diamond rings. Saturn's rings are made up of ice and rocks that orbit around the middle of the planet, and some of those pieces can be as small as pebbles or as big as a house. The rings make Saturn look beautiful in the night sky.
Well, Saturn is beautiful. She reminds me of my older sister, Rings. She wins all the cat show beauty contests. Oh.
Yes, she is a beauty. Oh, and here's another thing to remember about Saturn. It takes 30 Earth years to orbit around the Sun, and it spins super fast. In fact, it spins so fast that it makes winds blow like crazy. All that wind makes the gases swirl around and makes Saturn look really colorful and very pretty, I might add. Oh, and by the way, Saturn has 18 moons. 18 moons, can you imagine? 18 moons! Uh-oh, I feel a howl coming on.
Control yourself, Cosmo. No howling. Boys and girls, let's stop there so you can answer the next 2 questions. Are you ready? Of course you are. Number 1. Which of the following words describe the planet Jupiter? Jupiter is A, a giant rocky planet that has 1 huge moon, or B, Jupiter is a giant gas planet and the largest planet in the solar system. Did you say B? Perfectly correct. Jupiter is a giant gas planet and the largest planet in the solar system. Now for question number 2. Which of the following words describe the planet Saturn? Saturn A has many beautiful rings and has 18 moons, or B, Saturn has 1 pretty ring and a big storm. Did you say A? Then you are correct. Saturn has many beautiful rings and 18 moons. Good job, boys and girls. We have 3 more perfectly precious outer planets to talk about. In a couple of minutes, I will ask you a question about each of them: Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto.
Come in, Commander Kitty. I'm way out in space now. There's Uranus, the 7th planet in the solar system. It's another outer planet. We don't know too much about the outer planets because they're so far away. We do know that Uranus is a giant gas planet, and it's kind of bluish-green because of the gases it's made of. And it is cold and icy because it's so far away from the sun. Uranus also has a bunch of rings. We think 11. Uranus also takes a long time to orbit the sun, 84 Earth years long. That's because its path around the sun is so long. Hey, it also spins on its side, like it's lying down.
Yes, that's why Uranus reminds me of my sister, Lazy Lou. She's always laying down. Oh, actually, lying down sounds awfully good to me right now.
This is no time to rest, Commander Kitty. So instead of spinning straight up and down like this, Uranus spins with its north pole always pointing at the sun. Oh, and Uranus has 20 moons. 20 moons!
So Uranus is a freezing cold giant gas planet that lays down while it spins. Oh, what a wonderful idea. Oh, has some rings and 20 moons. All wonderful, but Uranus has no kitties. Pity. Let's move on, Cosmo, to Neptune, another outer planet, the 8th planet from the sun.
Righto, Commander Kitty. I'm sending pictures now. Neptune is another gas giant that lives way, way far out in our solar system. It has a few rings, 2 thick ones and 2 thin ones, and 8 moons. 8 moons! Neptune also has a bluish tint.
Why, Neptune rather reminds me of my brother Blue. His eyes are as blue as Neptune. And oh my, Neptune also reminds me of my precious ball of blue yarn, just like the Earth does.
Right, but the Earth looks blue because it has water. Neptune looks blue because it's made of gases that look blue. Neptune is also pretty stormy. Those dark spots are big storms. Take a look. There's a big storm swirling around. And one more thing about Neptune. It takes 164 Earth years to go around the sun. That's a long time.
Well, Neptune sounds lovely. It's blue, has rings, and 8 moons. But then again, it is gassy and stormy. Well, let's move on, Cosmo. Neptune was the last of the giant gas planets. So now we can talk about that perfectly precious Pluto, the last planet in our solar system.
Great idea. I love Pluto. Pluto is the last planet in our solar system and the smallest. Why, it's even smaller than our moon.
Pluto is so cute and small, just like the youngest member of my family. Pluto does so remind me of Baby. Why, when she was just a kitten, she was so tiny.
Focus, Commander Kitty. It takes Pluto 248 Earth years to go around the sun. Yikes, that's a long time. And most of the time, it's very, very, very far away from the sun, and that makes it very, very cold out here.
Poor, pitiful Pluto.
Well, it does have a moon to keep it company. The moon is almost the same size as Pluto itself. And both Pluto and its moon are made of rock and ice.
Well, I'm so glad Pluto has a friend in space, its moon. After all, it's the smallest planet, the last planet, and the planet farthest away from the sun, making it very cold and dark. Well, it's time to ask the boys and girls their last 3 questions. These questions are about the perfectly precious planets that we just talked about. Are you ready? Of course you are. Number 1. Which of the following words describe the planet Uranus? Uranus is A, a warm rocky planet that has air and water, or B, Uranus is a freezing cold gas giant planet that lies down while it spins. Did you say B? You are perfectly correct. Uranus is a freezing cold gas giant planet that lies down while it spins. Now for question number 2. Which of the following words describe the planet Neptune? Neptune is A, the blue gas giant that has a big storm, or B, Neptune is the red rocky planet with many rings. Did you say A? Then of course you are correct. Neptune is the blue gas giant that has a big storm. Now for number 3. Which of the following words describe the planet Pluto? Pluto is A, the smallest planet in our solar system and is the farthest away from the sun, or B, Pluto is a gas giant that is very hot. Did you say A? Then you are perfectly correct. Pluto is the smallest planet in our solar system and is the farthest away from the sun. Well, boys and girls, you did fabulously well today. We covered a lot of information about our wonderful solar system and each of the 9 planets. They do so remind me of Mama and all my brothers and sisters when we were kittens. Oh, I see Cosmo's returning. Perfect timing. Cosmo, say goodbye. We need to get going.
It was a pleasure showing you all the planets in our solar system today, boys and girls. I will see you again soon. Oh, and Commander Kitty, where do we need to get going to?
Remember, we are visiting my family today.
Gee, Commander Kitty, I'm not sure I'm up to seeing your family today. Will there be any other dogs there? You know, all that cat hair and all. I think I'm coming down with a cold and my throat is a little sore and my nose is stuffy. And
We'll see you again soon, boys and girls. Cosmo, stop making excuses. We're visiting my family today. This mission is over and out. Ta-ta.
For more excellent videos, call us toll-free at 1-800-262-8837 or visit our website at www.teachersvideo.com.